Andrew Lester, remember him, the very grouchy elderly man who decided to just shoot a young black male at his door? Well, he actually has died while waiting sentencing. Here's an update. Let's put it at full mass. You have Andrew Lester, 86 years of age. Kansas City man has died just days after pleading guilty to a lesser charge in 2023 shooting of Ralph Yarl, black honor student. Here's a reminder.
1 year ago, Ralph Yarl was just 16 years old. He loved nature walks with family, jumping on trampolines, and playing in his high school band. That was Ralph before April 13th, 2023. This is Ralph now.
I've tried to keep like a sort of sense of normalcy so that I can continue being the person that I am and that I used to be.
Forever changed when he rang the doorbell of the wrong home while trying to pick up his twin brothers. And 85-year-old Andrew Lester shot him twice in the head and arm. Ralph's survival deemed a miracle.
Would you say it's been harder to physically recover or mentally recover?
Definitely mentally, but it's a constant uphill battle.
Ralph suffered splitting headaches. Always an A student, he now struggles to study. In the last few months, he crashed his car twice. His mother and aunt say sometimes he can't sleep. Other times, he sleeps too much.
Andrew Lester was charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action. This is in the shooting of the then 16-year-old who survived and is now a freshman at Texas A&M. Before his trial was scheduled to begin, he pleaded guilty Friday to a lesser charge of second-degree assault, which carries up to 7 years behind bars. He was scheduled to be sentenced on March 7th. Now, naturally, those charges, in my opinion, should have never been lessened at all. He will not face the justice system because he is facing a system that is much more efficient than ours. So he's dead. He's passed on. He's on the other side. But this system, for those of us who are on this side, is still here. And the system is saying that the young black male who mistaken simply hit a doorbell, wrong house, common error, that his life is not really worth the justice system's response in that area to be aggressive enough to send a shockwave to anyone who would dare to act this way due to their own bias or their belief systems. So a spokeswoman from the Clay County Prosecutor's Office said Lester's attorney called the office and the court and informed them of his death. Quote, "We have learned of the passing of Andrew Lester and extend our sincere condolences to his family during this difficult time." The prosecutor's office said in a news release, "While the legal proceedings have now concluded, we acknowledge that Mr. Lester did take responsibility for his actions by pleading guilty in the case. The news release offered no cause of death." Yarl's family told ABC in a statement that, quote, "justice was never truly served." The news of Andrew Lester's passing brings a mix of emotions, but it does not bring justice, Yarl's family said. Yarl's family previously told ABC News Live Prime's Lindsay Davis on Friday that they were not happy about the plea deal that Lester accepted. Quote, "About 2 years ago, we knew Mr. Lester was guilty." Yarl's mother, Cleo, said this on Friday. Quote, "We let him do what he wanted to do and waited 2 years after for him to show up and say, 'I'm going to plead guilty to the lesser of the charges.' So we're sick of this. So let's move on and give this kid a chance to move on with his life and live on as a regular kid." Obviously, this is a remarkable young man who suffered an extreme and evil scenario that he did absolutely nothing wrong to bring upon himself, none. But because he has this love for life and this curiosity for education, he is doing quite well. Very happy and proud of his continued recovery and his leadership as well as success.